So hello and welcome to today's video, where today we're going to be going over the possibility of Buddy getting a remaster. Keep in mind this is just a bit of theory and analysis, nothing is 100% confirmed. Anyway, lately Take-Two have been doing their quarterly earnings reports, and while most of it is for stockholders to get an idea of their revenue and stuff like that, there have been some tidbits here and there about upcoming plans, most of which are listed on their investor presentation slides, which have a part on their pipeline, which estimates Take-Two's plans from what to expect from July 1st, 2022 up to June 30th, 2024. Or as the correct terminology for it is in business, fiscal year 2023 until fiscal year 2025. Anyway, on this slide we can see their plans, and at the bottom we see Take-Two plan to release 8 remasters or remakes of previously released titles. I'm not going to be covering the 24 mainline titles planned here because that's far too much. So, out of Take-Two's franchises, I do have a strong belief Buddy might be one of these 8 games to get the remake or remaster treatment. And while Take-Two do have a plethora of all kinds of franchises under their belts, a lot of their big franchises have already had remakes and remasters already. Let's go over a couple of them. And one thing I've noticed as well is most of them seem to come in yearly installments, if that makes sense. For example, in 2016, Bioshock 1 and 2 got their remasters, with the Bioshock Collection. Bioshock Infinite was a part of that collection as well, but it wasn't an actual remaster if I remember correctly, so yeah. In 2017 we got LA Noire, which got a re-release on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and a port to virtual reality. I don't believe there was a remaster in 2018, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but in 2019 we got Borderlands 1 and 2. In 2020 we got the Mafia trilogy, which gave Mafia 1 a from the ground up remake, while Mafia 2 and 3 just got normal remasters, you know. Even though Mafia 3 was still on the original platform as the re-releases, why I don't know. In 2021 we got the PS2 GTA trilogy of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas for the Definitive Edition, which got a pretty negative reception overall. In 2022 we got GTA 5, and we do know that Max Payne 1 and 2 are getting their remakes extremely soon. So how many other franchises from Take-Two can you actually name? Even then, how many games from them can you fit into all 8 slots? Now there have been plenty of rumours of a Red Dead Redemption 1 remake circling around for ages now, and GTA 4 has been an extremely high request. But that still only makes up 2. We do know that WWE is not likely to get a remaster because, let's face it, sports games don't. And then we're left with like, what, Buddy, XCOM, Manhunt, Spec Ops and Midnight Club maybe? My point being is that, out of all of Take-Two's franchises, a lot of their bigger, more popular ones already have had remakes and remasters. So let's actually revisit a previous rumour. Now, some of you might remember back in 2021, well December 2021 to be exact, Tom Henderson got a lot of people excited when he claimed Buddy 2 was going to be shown at the Game Awards, where he claimed a playable build was shown, but also said the information he got was blurry and vague, and then said he was adamant that something was going on with the Buddy franchise, but he didn't know what. And let's take a look at this in a slightly different light. Because one, Tom Henderson does have a high reputation for gaming leaks, where he has leaked loads of stuff from games before from all kinds of different teams and studios. Stuff like, you know, Saints Row, Call of Duty, Star Wars, stuff from Ubisoft, whatever. So there's very little reason for him to lie about Buddy, since that was the very first time he even ever posted about the series to begin with. Secondly, we do know that Rockstar are working on GTA 6 next. Now some people have stated they can work on multiple titles at once, and you're right. But if GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 are to go by, then the biggest focus will most likely be an all-studio effort, or at least a mostly all-studio effort. And remasters don't really need that, like how the GTA Definitive Edition was mostly done by Grove Street Games by themselves, for better or for worse. And how apparently GTA Online's updates are done by a smaller team, and Red Dead Online's team composes of empty chairs covered in dust and cobwebs. Thirdly, and this is the most interesting one to me, Tom Henderson claims a playable build was shown, right? Well, this actually wouldn't be the first time Rockstar have shown an upcoming project to private people. Back in 2016 for example, in October 2016 to be exact, Rockstar invited Achievement Hunter and Funhouse onto a GTA livestream. And in that stream, Jack from Achievement Hunter said, "We're going to play some bikers, then we're going to play some Buddy 2, you showed us that before we got here." But as soon as he said that, he turns his head like someone was telling him he shouldn't have said that, before saying, "Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that." And I think it was about 10 days later, the trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 dropped. Which, given the reaction and the incredibly tight timing, heavily implies Rockstar might have showed them the trailer before anybody else. But I do have extreme doubts it was a playable demo, because Rockstar don't do things that way. Because Rockstar are that massive, they can just announce a game by dropping its title without a trailer, warning, whatsoever, you know. Kind of like how GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 just got announced with any warning whatsoever, and so did the GTA Definitive Edition. Which, to be fair, was actually leaked and rumoured a while back, but you get the point. They didn't actually just say, you know, they didn't announce it at any big event, really. So, my theory is, and it's a big if, what if Tom Henderson was telling the truth, but it was a Buddy remaster that was supposed to be shown off? Which does raise the question, why haven't Rockstar released the trailer over 6 months later? Well, another part of my theory is that Rockstar decided to pull the trailer because of the reception of the GTA Definitive Edition. Which, if you remember at the time, there were a lot of comments going around, you know, calling Rockstar lazy, greedy, incompetent, plus all the memes and screenshots of how bad and buggy the remaster is. It really would not be a good look for Rockstar if during the midst of the GTA shit show, they're just like, we're doing Buddy next and it's coming out in about 3 weeks or whatever. It would add a lot of fuel to the fire and would likely harm sales. Especially given that a lot of people said they would not be buying anything if Grove Street Games touched it. Remember, it did get that bad to the point Rockstar themselves even had to step in and issue a public apology, and apparently did start helping out Grove Street Games on patches and such. So maybe, if Buddy is one of these 8 games scheduled for a remaster, it's being worked on so it doesn't turn out like the GTA trilogy did. And if that's the case, I really hope so, because let's face it, we don't want a Buddy Definitive Edition, do we, where all the characters look like they're from Pixar and, you know, all the bugs that come with it. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think of this theory down below. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a great day.